Welcome everybody, this is Strive. This is our medium intensity interval training class. It's a really good thing with no impact, but actually bringing up a sweat, bringing up our cardio, strength building. We'll be doing our warm up. We'll be doing a 45-second exercise with a 20-second break. During the 20-second break, Kevin, who will be here in a minute, will be demonstrating what comes up next. Then when the beeper goes, we hit that and we do the next one. Interesting thing, we're gonna do 16 exercises, do a 1-minute break, and then do those 16 exercises again. So we have familiarity, we re-engage those muscles, and we build strength. But if you're just starting to do Strive, and this is just a little too much for you or a little too long for you, when we hit that water break on the video, then I'm talking about the YouTube version of this. When you hit the water break on the video, go to the last 5 minutes or so of the class, do your cool down instead of doing the repeat, and then work towards building the strength and stamina to do the whole thing. All right, let's come to the center of our mats. Feet nice and parallel, about a hip distance apart. Find the balance in your body. Take a deep breath in, reach the hands up, stretch through the side body, exhale completely. With the breath, very important, inhale, reach. Exhale, lower the hands. Just starting to get those deep breaths, that oxygen flowing to our extremities. Going through a bit of a float here just to warm up the hinges. Inhale up. Hands to heart center. Start down into a squat. Now let's move it into a forward fold and put the hands on the floor or the thighs. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees, bring the gaze forward and dive back up. We're gonna float through that a few times. Hands to heart center, squatting. Change it to a forward fold, drop the crown of the head. Bend the knees, dive back up. One last time, into bent knees. Forward fold, straighten the legs any amount. Hands to heart center as you bend the knees and roll back up to standing. Such a good wake up stretch. You should do that on the regular in your life. Inhale, reach up. We're changing to stepping to the side and coming into a squat. Just really nice and gentle. Some of us can squat way deeper than others, but when we're first warming up the body, we should be gentle and kind and then gradually ask for more. Find the room to breathe on the up and exhale on the squat. Just back and forth, your pace. As always, Strive is not that you stay synchronized with us. You work at your pace, at your tempo. Do what's good for you. Look for progress. Let's come to center. Pause. Keep those feet nice and parallel. Coming into that side bend. Reach it out, then pull that elbow down to the hip and strike and pull. We're trying all the planes. These are the side planes. We're warming up the side planes of the body.
When's the jet planes?
When's the jet planes get warmed up? Oh my goodness, and we're in Yuma. There's an awful lot of planes. One last time. Changing sides. Just come on through, reach it out. Pull it back. We're gonna be doing a little bit in a plank today, so we're gonna just warm up those shoulders for that to be ready for that. Come to a pause here. Let's step the feet apart. About edges of the mat probably. Coming into a forward fold, we're gonna stir the pot. So hands on the thighs, look at the mat. Start your workout watch, as Kevin says, and let's bring in big rotations in that shoulder. Once you know what we're up to here, stop looking at the screen, just look at the mat, and you'll feel so much better in your spine. Feel that shoulder glide. Maybe you have a little hitchy spot. You don't have to do this fast. Change direction. Come around. Feels good to be moving. Pause. Let's straighten out. Lift those shoulders up. A little bit of a back bend. Sink the weight into the heels. Come on, back down, doing the other arm. Swing it through. Whew. And change direction. Healthy shoulders changes our life. Okay, come on up. Let's stay with those feet apart. That's nice and stable for the next thing we're doing. We're just gonna do a core circle here. Okay, coming up, let's reach the fingertips up again. Pull up on the kneecaps. Feel the quads draw up on the kneecaps. Feel that strength? Okay, soften the knees and let's come on through. Swing it through, look at the mat, come on up, pull up on the kneecaps. Soften the knees and come through your core circles. Swing through, spread the toes wide. Use all of your foot base as a balance to this. Last one. Come to the center here. Let's bring the feet underneath. We're gonna do weightlifting arms. We haven't done these in a few times because I have way too many warm-up exercises. Feet are parallel. Gonna reach it out. Pull back to shoulders, squat and swing through. Reach, pull, squat and swing. Reach, pull, squat and swing. Your pace. Kevin does this very quickly. I'm just gonna work through this, warm up that hip. Reach, pull, squat and swing. So don't look at the mat. That would be a forward fold, not a squat. One more. Let's come to a halt and do our knee circles, opening up the hips here. Maybe using something for balance. Open up. Other side. My timer's not running. I'll have to look at my watch and make sure that our warm-up doesn't last much more than 6 minutes. There we go. We don't want to neglect any piece here. Yes, let's warm up our wrists again for the plank. Good reminder. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, come to center mat. Hands together. We're going to create that sideways figure 8. Then once you've got that pattern, let's tighten it up. Elbows against the body. Try to just flex through the wrist. That's all it is. Get mixed up, make it big again, and come back down once you've got the pattern. Okay, and take a pause here. Let's start leading with the baby fingers instead. This is very foreign feeling, I know, but just flexing the wrists in those directions. Take a pause. We're going to do what we call magnetic bracelets. It's like our wrists are strapped together and we can't get out of that band, and we just turn through. Turn through. I go in one direction, Kevin gets fancy. So if it's new to you, you might want to stay with that one direction to start with. Okay, let's change direction and come through the other way. Drawing the hands in between the elbows and through. Good wrist warm up there. And then finally, let's just do a scissor rhomboid pull here just for shoulder warm up here. So standing feet a little bit apart, strike it out, arms overlap, pull those elbows back, shoulder height. Strike and pull, strike. Feel the shoulder blades glide and contract and squeeze together. I always like this one because it really feels like it warms me up from the waist up. I get a flush of heat going on. That always is really good. Kevin's gonna go set up our timer, get us ready to roll there. And while he's doing that, we're just going to stand still and just do a few little nose circles, just warming up the neck. Are we ready to go, Kevin?
You have to start that at 9 seconds.
I will do. Other direction. And we're going to be going into modified burpees to start.
At all.
What's that mean? Standing at the top of your mat, we're going to just have our feet nice and wide and bring our hands down, standing back to plank here. So hands down between the feet. Step back with one foot, step back with the other. Step forward, and then stand and reach. This is really your own tempo, okay? Come on down, the knees are bent. Step back, step forward, step forward. Now, if you want more out of this, Kevin's adding a push-up. You can watch his example, but we just go through that transition. Okay, now step back with the other foot, because we will keep on doing the same foot. What have I done wrong? Come on up. Kevin's gonna have to take a pause and get my timer lined up, I think. Reach, and there's our pause. So watch on your screen, you'll see your 20-second rest. What we're going to be doing next, stepping the feet apart, we're gonna do our 4 punches straight up in the air, 4 of them, and then 4 lunges, tapping down. All right, so feet are nice and parallel, standing straight, and punch straight up. Don't look up, you don't have to. 4 of those. Lunge to the side, lunge to the side. 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunge, 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 up. Back to lunge. Pull that other elbow back out of the way. Come on up. Okay, at this point I'm quick calling it out because you might have a different pace from me, and that's okay. We just keep that sequence. It's always an option not to reach for the foot, but instead reach for the knee. Take a pause there. Okay, next thing we're gonna do when the beeper goes, heels are in, toes are out. We're gonna squat. It means reach and squat, reach and squat. Maybe yours is to the thighs. That's okay. Hands and press. We'll just watch that timer up there. It's okay. Toes are out, heels are in, Kevin. Reach it up and come on down into a squat. Like believer. Down. Come on down. So knees are tracking out on that diagonal. Coming out. Coming out. You don't have to come to the floor. You can go faster, slower, whatever it takes to get those motions going on, building that strength. Just one more here. All right, hands on the thighs. We're dropping that shoulder to mid-mat. See, the elbows are very deeply bent. Press. Oblique crunch. One more. My timing's off. Other side. We got to go into the rest a little bit. I'll do better next time. And press. And press. Come on down to the mat. We're doing our row and arms open wide. Okay, knees are bent. You could go sideways, please, Kevin. You're gonna reach and row. Okay, 4 rows. Reach, pull back, strike it out, pull back. 3. One more, and then we change it up. If you haven't done it before, reach for the sky, open to the side, reach, open, 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 back to rowing. Row through. See, my knees are bent, so it's nice and easy on the hamstrings. 3 and 4. As we reach up, you decide if you want to recline a little bit and get the abs involved, or you sit very upright and your low back is protected by that. Open. Last one. There we go. Staying where you are, okay? So feet are about hip distance apart, hands are right angles. We're going to be lifting our hips up, lowering them down. And we're doing a knee crunch where we crunch the knees up to the chest and extend long. Let's start with the knee crunch. Hands at the side. Crunch, extend. Too much for you? Drag your heels instead. Your choice. Have we done 4 yet, Kevin? There's 4. Put the feet down, lift the hips towards the ceiling and lower. 2, 3, and 4. Sit down and reach. 1, 2, 3. Don't get too much in the shoulders, okay? You could do this from boat pose if you wanted to. Feet down, hands down, lift those hips. Lift those hips. 2 more. Sit it down, might as well just stay there. Now we're gonna chain all the things we just did together, starting at the row. Okay, so get ready for a row. Your knees are bent. And we're gonna go through row, reach and open, crunch, and lift. We're gonna do 4 of each. Ready? Sitting tall. We're gonna just drive our hands past our feet. Pull back. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Now reach for the sky and open to the side. Open to the side. Turn your head. Look that direction. 3. One more. Hands down at right angles to the body. And knee crunch. Extend. Knee. 3. It's a lot. 4. Feet down and lift the hips towards the ceiling. Lower it down. Lift. And lift. And lift. Sit down and we just row. Just a couple of rows to finish it off. That's a nice big sequence. Laying down on the mat, we're doing our swing and crunch here. Okay, it goes like this. We're laying down, our hands are over top of our heads. We put our palms down and we bring our knees up, squeeze to the chest. So hands above the head. What's this? Oh, sorry, that's your feet? Okay, swing through, crunch the knees to the chest. Reach it up, swing and crunch. If you press your palms into the mat, you'll actually be able to lift your tailbone a little bit and even engage more of the abdominal muscles. Sorry, we should be head to head on this one, I think. I'm tickling his feet and he does not like that. It's hard to exercise while you get tickled. If you get tired, just hug your knees, take a break. That's okay. It's a lot, especially if you go too fast. That's a long 45 seconds, that one right there. We're gonna come on up to hands and knees. We're headed for our plank. So come up to your hands and knees, watch the screen for a minute. We're gonna be in plank. We're gonna row on each side. Then we're gonna shoulder tap. And then hips. And then reach through to ankle. All right, so hand your hands and knees. Let's get up into plank. Spread the fingers wide and row, 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 row. You can always put your knees down, shoulder taps, hips. You can do this as a knee plank. Reach through, down dog almost, grab an ankle, come on forward. Grab an ankle, come forward. Again, we're doing diagonal grabs, nice and slow here. Come to your plank. Drive your knee forward to the forearm. Drive it forward to the forearm. Now diagonal to the other forearm. Take it across under body. Put that down. Other side. Drive. This is our hard one. Drive. Diagonal. Diagonal. And bring yourself up to standing. Whew, we're going today. All right, this is standing the feet apart a little bit. Hands to the side of the head. We're going to side crunch. Side crunch, not hands to the side of the head, sorry. Hands up here. Side crunch, knee tap. Come on up. Crunch to the side, crunch to the side. Tap a knee, crunch to the side, crunch to the side. Tap a knee, tap a knee. So the knee comes up. It's not that we curl up over top of our... It's a knee lift.
On the crunches?
No, it's just a straight up. Crunch, tap, tap. If you want more of that, you can open your knee to the side. We had decided early on that was an awful lot to do for 45 seconds. Crunch, crunch, tap, tap, crunch, crunch, tap, tap. Awesome job, everybody. Now let's bring our right leg in front of our left here. We're going to do what we call a peekaboo or a door opener here. This is a lunge with the feet apart. Hips are squared out. As you come forward, your arms are wide, your elbows are high. You straighten the legs, you bring it back. Okay, so come forward. We're gonna stay together on this one. Pull and close the door. Open the door, look in, straighten the legs, get out of there. Back and forth. How many did I do, Kevin? I guess halfway. Pull the elbows back. This transition in movement and really engaging the shoulders. Okay, pause. Take that right forearm, put it on the thigh. You strike and you look forward. Now pull that elbow and look at the left wall. Strike, look at the left wall. You don't have to point like I am. Just leave that there, down there. Strike, look forward. Pull, strike, pull. Awesome job. We're doing exactly the same the other side. Bring that other foot forward. Okay, so really important, your hips often end up on a diagonal here. We want to square them out with the front of the room and come on up and forward. Arms are very wide. Bring it forward into lunge. Back into close the door. Open the door and close. Find a focal point so that you can stay really balanced. If your arms are moving the wrong way, you will feel very out of balance. You need to just pause, come forward.
I wobble it all over too, I'm looking all over. Just to test your theory.
And Kevin proves it right. Last one there. Forearm to thigh, that's left forearm to thigh. Reach it out, pull back, look at the right wall. Strike, pull. Great side plane strengthening, a little bit of obliques going on there. We like to really stack up the muscle groups that we're using. That's our last one. You can do something called booty pop. You have two choices here. Okay, toes are out, heels are in. You can either have your hands on your thighs or you can have them all the way down to your feet. The idea is you straighten the legs and get into a forward fold, then you drop into a squat. Up here, it would look more like this. All right, make your choice, get where you need to be. And straighten, drop the head, drop into squat. We're just gliding back and forth at your pace on this. If your feet are wider apart, it might be a little more challenging for you, so make some choices there. And in a moment, we're gonna just change it up just a small amount, and I'll cue you through that. Okay, get down into your squat. Look forward a little bit. We're gonna open up, lift a hand to the ceiling. Take it down, straighten the legs. Squat, open on the other side. Down, straighten, squat. One more time, each side. Straighten, squat, open, and roll yourself up to standing. Actually, we're coming down to the mat for our side plank, so get your elbow pad if you need it. What a pace, hey? Sure, don't get bored. Okay, so we want that elbow underneath the shoulder. Hips are stacked. Oh, shoot. It's a crunch swing kick. I've made a mistake. This is the reach and crunch. Reach and swing kick. The images are very the same. They're on my page here. Okay, so we reach, curl it up, reach, swing and tap. Curl it up, swing and tap. You'd think I didn't study it an hour before just to make sure I knew what I was up to. Okay, get tired on this. Tap the foot down in between. Just give yourself that little muscle break. That's okay. All right, we're laying down with our feet up in the air. If you haven't done this before, this is a heel tap here. So we're laying down, palms down, our feet are way up in the air, and we bring the foot down to the mat, bring it back up, foot down to the mat. So lay down, feet straight up, palms down. Bend the knee, put a foot on the mat, bring it back up. Other foot. It seems so easy for the first 20 seconds. Wow, this music seems I should be jumping around instead of just kicking the air. Whew. Isn't that something what 45 seconds of muscle use can do? Get tired, just hug your knees to your chest, take a little break. Don't forget, if you need a break, just skip one exercise, that's 45 seconds, no big deal. Join us again when you can. Rolling over to the other side, I'll get it right this time. We're doing our crunch and our swing kick. So our arm is still the same position. We reach it out, we curl up elbow to knee, reach, swing and kick. Go ahead and demonstrate. I'm going to change my speaker. There we go. Reach, crunch, reach, swing and tap. Need a modification because it's just too much for your hip? Watch me for a second here. I'm going to put a foot down, crunch, foot down, swing kick, foot down, crunch, foot down, swing kick. It's just a little more break. We're almost half done. It goes so fast. And second time through, everything's not quite so foreign. So much better. Find your rhythm, find your pace. And then come on up to seated. Okay, so we're going to be doing boat pose here. So that's, a modified boat. This is mostly like this kind of pose, but we're coming into an elbow knee crunch. Okay, you can put your heels down if you want to and just be way up here, so almost sitting upright. Or come into floating heels and go, pull that knee up. Pull that knee up. We're gonna change halfway through so you don't get too fatigued. We know this is one of the hardest things of the day here. Pulling that knee up to the thigh and curling through. Put your heels down if you need to. Okay, pause. Now put your heels down no matter what. Okay, lean back a little, clasp the hands, and come into a turn. Doing the other version of a Russian twist here. Turning the whole body to look over to the side. Such an awesome workout. Good news, that's our halfway point already. Okay, it's gonna show us a 20-second rest, and then it's a minute water break. So just bring your heart rate down a little. Take some small sips. You have 2 jugs of water left here. Yeah, that's just the beep to start our break. Don't jump in the air and start doing things. When we do the swing kick, I think we should be head to head. Because I don't want to tickle your feet and then have you like lean.
The laying down crunch?
The laying down crunch, yes. I think we should be head to head because he's
made me backflip out the door here.
He's very ticklish and it's no joke, so I don't ever tickle him for any reason. It's your water break.
I thought when you said, "What's that up there?"
I thought it was your head because his feet are so hairy.
What?
I wasn't trying to be mean. All right, we're going to be heading for those modified burpees where the feet are wide apart, top of the mat. And you put your hands down between, and then we step back into our plank. Okay, come on up, reach tall, hands down, step back, 1 foot to plank, other foot to plank. Step forward, forward, stand up and reach. Other foot goes back first, lead with the other side. We have a stronger side and we will automatically choose it. So you track that you're alternating which foot goes forward and back each time. Burpees, this is like the easiest form of burpees. If you ever hear people cursing out burpees, they have jumps in them, they have push-ups, they have leap backs in them. They're just a crazy thing. Come to a halt. Gonna step our feet apart because we're gonna be in a side lunge. This is our 4 punch, 4 side lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then side lunge 4 times. Get your feet all squared out there. All right, punch, 2, 3, 4. Lunge, 2, 3, 4. Come on up. You got the idea. Now you set your pace. I try to usually go with the beat of the music. It's 125 beat music, so it's really good for me to do a body motion in that tempo. I got confused and I think I did a 5 instead of a 4. Pulling that elbow back out of the way. I'm just gonna punch until it beeps. There we go. Coming down to seated, to that sequence of
Sumo squat?
Sumo squat, no. Toes out, heels in. This is where we reach up to the ceiling. I'm a little scattered today. And down to the mat.
Sit down and now stand up.
That was part of the exercise. Come on down. How low are you going? Reach for the sky. Down and up. Knees track out on that diagonal because you're using that part of the hips. And then straighten out, pull up on those kneecaps at the top. Come on down. Maybe not this deep, that's okay. Okay, hands on the thighs here. Let's do a shoulder press to mid-mat. Press. Bring it in, nice dip there. One more, change sides. Bring it in. See that elbow comes up high? That's so good. And one more. How come we're so fast? Reach for the sky. Come on down. Reach and down. And we're done. Can I sit down now, Kevin? Come on down to the mat. Those transitions up and down, that is all part of the exercise. This is where we row. No, it literally is, but the accidental ones, not so much. We're gonna row 4 times. We're gonna open 4 times. Nice and tall. And row, pull. 2, 3. Last one, reach for the sky. Wow, I lost my voice like a 13-year-old boy. Open to the side. Reach and open. Be sure to turn the upper body. Don't just fling your arms down. That must be a lot. And row. So that reach and open, you look over to that side. So you have a good twist going on. Reach it up. Open to the side. Look over to the side. 2, 3. Final one. And we just row a couple of times to end it off. All right, we're at the second part of the sequence that we put all together later on. This is hands at right angles, okay? You're gonna crunch the knees up to the chest, reach them out, and then we're gonna put the feet about hip distance apart and lift up into a reverse tabletop. Okay, so knees bent, hands down. 4 times, we crunch and extend. Drag your heels if you need to, that's okay. 3, please keep breathing. There's a lot of abdominals, feet down. Lift the hips, drop the head. 2, spread the hands wide. 3, and 4, sit down, extend, crunch. I hope you had a light breakfast. Abdominal workouts come back to haunt you. Feet down, lift the hips, lift the hips. Again. Control the neck through this. Don't just fling your head around. Crunch, extend, crunch, extend. All right, put the feet down. Okay, we're putting all 4 together, all 4 sequences there. We're starting with the row. Go back to the start, just 4 of each, and then we did the whole 45 seconds. Nice and tall. Whew. Good stuff. Isn't it great to be strong? And row. 2, 3, and 4. And we reach up for the sky. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We go to our hands down, knee crunch, extend, crunch. 3, 4, feet down, lift the hips. I don't know if I went faster. Lift, reverse tabletop, and 4, sit it down, put the feet out, and row. Just till the end here. Okay, we're gonna be very careful about this. This is our lying down crunch. So hands are over the head, feet are extended long. And we pull up the knees to the chest, push the hands into the mat. So we lift the tailbone. Okay, I'll go wide. Okay, press through, crunch. Pace yourself. This is a long 45 seconds. But take that extra piece where you push the hands and roll up the tailbone just a little bit. Just that extra little effort there. And if you get tired, hug the knees to the chest, breathe slow and deep. Join us for the next one. That's okay. It's a nice kind of back release to just hug your knees for a second and join us in a minute. Oh, that was your ankles? All right, we're coming through to our hands and knees. We're headed for our plank sequence. Here's your reminders. That was a lot all at once. So we did the row, right? The shoulder taps, the hip taps, reach through to ankle. Then there's the knee drive forward. The knee drives forward and diagonal under the body. Get in your plank. Row, 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 row. Shoulder tap. Put your knees down if the plank is too much. Reach your hips. Now through to the ankle, come forward. Through to the ankle, come forward. All right, holding your plank, knee drive forward twice, straight forward to the forearm. Now diagonal under the body. Diagonal, put that foot down, other side, drive. Whew. And diagonal, and diagonal. And walk yourself to the top of the mat, roll up to standing. Whew, I feel like I need to reassemble myself. This is crunch and swing tap. All right, so we're here and we're gonna crunch to the side, crunch to the side, march and march. We wanna pull that knee very high. Hands up, nice and soft here. And just side crunch, knee tap, side crunch, side crunch. So this is not me curling up to come down to my knee. I want to lift that knee as high as I can to meet the hands.
Well, that's only half.
It's a long one. Crunch, crunch. Support that, don't just drop off to the side. Pull yourself over, pull yourself over, pull the knee up, pull the knee up. There we go, that's enough of that. Woo. One right foot in front of the left. Square at the hips. We're doing that door opener thing. Okay, so we come into that lunge, we open the door wide, we straighten the legs, we close the door. Nice space between the feet. Come forward, open the door, straighten the legs, close. Open and look. Nope, don't want none. No Girl Scout cookies. I just give them money and tell them to keep the cookies because I feel bad. I'm like, I really want to support you, but I don't want 5 boxes. Side, now put that forearm down, strike the fingers, pull back, strike, turn to face that wall. So look over your fingertips and then look to side wall. Look over your fingertips. I like that one, that way that one feels. That feels like it's really good for me. Other leg in front. Again, always be careful that you're not putting one foot behind the other. It makes you really topply. Let's step those feet apart and come into your lunge. You can always turn those back toes out a little if you need more stability. Open your door, take a look, get out of there, and forward, and back.
I was thinking this is a fun house. Boo.
Oh,
Boo.
we'll put a red nose on you next time. Aren't you the clown that pops out?
A scary clown, I guess.
Okay.
Like this.
Forearm to thigh. Strike, look over top of your fingertips there, pull, look at the side wall. Isn't it nice that we can work out so effectively without equipment and without needing tons of space? Some of you in your RVs, still manage to get this happening. It's awesome. Apartments, you don't make noise jumping on the floor. It's really good stuff.
Jail cells, you don't bother your...
Hey, I don't know if you can hear them. Toes out. We're going into booty pop. So remember, you got the choices. You're either here in the squat and straighten, or you're all the way down to the feet. Make your choices on that. Come on down. Where are you gonna be? Straighten, drop the crown of the head. That's a forward fold. And then bring the gaze forward. You're in a squat. Glide between the two. Building that transitional strength that lets you move. You need to get the pickles off the bottom shelf in the grocery store. All of a sudden you just squat down, scoop it up, and jump to your feet like nothing.
And twerk over.
And twerking, yes. Okay, come on down. Hang down there. Let's lift an arm up, open to the chest, to the side. Put it down. Straighten the legs. Back to the squat. Open the other side. Hand down, straighten. Squat, open. Last one. Straighten, squat, open. Hand down, roll it up. Now I'm gonna get this right. We're coming down onto our sides. We're doing our crunch and our swing tap. Oh, I don't want that. Arm, elbow under shoulder. Stack it nice here. We reach it out, nice and long. Curl it up, crunch, reach it out, swing and tap the toes. This is very horizontal. Don't put your foot way up in the air, okay? It's just crunch, horizontal swing. Crunch, horizontal swing. Don't forget that touchdown you can use if you need a little break. Almost there, folks. 3 more exercises and we are in cool down. It just goes so fast as we switch and change all the time. No muscles getting completely fatigued because we use them twice in a row. It's just a really good sequence for a full workout. Going onto our backs, so our legs in the air, and then we touch our feet down onto the mat. So laying on your backs, feet straight up. Okay, and then we just bend a knee and put a foot down. How fast you go is up to you. Put those palms down and use them as a stability. Feet up, bend a knee, put the foot down, bring it up. Other one. Lots of abdominal and leg muscles going on here. Quads and hamstrings, everything's just going. Now let's tuck that chin and relax the back of your neck. Do not lift the chin. Take a breath.
I'm pointing my toes when I'm up and flat foot when I'm down.
That's really good, actually.
I can't do it. My feet get confused. I end up with both on my toes or both on my heels.
He's trying to be fancy, and it's not working for him. It's strange, once you get familiar with something, you start to try to add things, and all of a sudden you end up in a place where it's just a failure. All right, we're going to our other side. Did you wear yourself straight out?
Yeah.
Okay. Other side for our crunch and our swing tap. Elbow under shoulder. Stack the hips. Whew, good stuff. I'm a little bit too far forward. Reach, curl it up. Reach, swing and kick. Curl, swing and kick. Curl. Yeah. Stop talking, you hear how hard I'm breathing. That's why I talk so much. Whew. Don't worry if you're getting fatigued and you need to tap that foot down or just take a break. Slow it down, we're coming to the end. Do what you need to do for you. There we go. Coming on to our seat bones here. Doing our final thing, which is of course the easiest of all, is our boat pose. So we have our hovering feet here, hands to the side, and we reach a knee up and we curl and we curl. You can put your heels down if you want to, okay? And curl. Bring that knee up, nice oblique crunch. This is where people most often hold their breath. It doesn't help. It makes it so much worse. You need that oxygen and you need to regulate your blood pressure. So holding your breath is not a good thing. It's a lot at the end, isn't it?
It's a lot.
Okay, put the heels down. A little bit of a break there. Clasp the hands together. Lean back a little if you choose and come into that twist. You want it to be a little easier on your spine. Sit upright and don't lean back. It's our last exercise and we're headed for cool down. You guys got it. All right, Kevin's gonna go change up the music.
Yeah?
Yes?
Okay.
So we can actually cool down here.
I was just gonna admire my timer.
A little sip of water so I can keep talking. Come on up to your feet. We're gonna come into our frog pose. It's a nice way to slow down the heart. Okay? Feet close together, knees very wide. So I'm gonna show you a modification in just a second here. Okay, so finding the balance and coming into your frog pose. Slow, deep breaths. This is too much for you. Watch what I'm gonna do right now. Heels together, toes out, and I'm just gonna come into a nice wide squat here, like this instead. Okay? That's where you would be instead. Find a focal point. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it down. Feel how hard your body's worked. You're probably sweaty. You're probably flushed with all that great circulation. All the muscles are just twitching and being fed. You've done amazing things. You might be a little tippy and trembly. That's not unusual. Okay, let's just push through and come on up to standing here. We're gonna come into mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. A little bit of a back bend, so palms are forward. A little bit of a back bend. Swan dive down into a forward fold. You can bend your knees if you want to. Whatever you need out of this, but draw your forehead towards your shins. Knees bent. Roll up to standing. Come straight up into that back bend again. Come on down. Forward fold. Hands on the mat. Bend your knees now and deeply bend into your right knee and take your left hand up. Open up through the chest. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down. Deeply bend into your left knee and open up through the right. Hand down. Roll up to standing. Step the feet wide apart. As wide as you're comfortable with here. And from here we come into a forward fold. Come on down. Bend down. Hands down. And walk your hands over and stack them on top of your right foot. Just align yourself with the right leg. Feel that back of the leg stretch. So good. Walk through to the other side. And stack on that side. Draw your forehead towards your shin. Come to center. One handprint at a time. Walk yourself out. Inchworm out to a wide-legged plank. Once you're there, press back into the heels. Feel the back of the leg stretch. Walk the hands back. And roll yourself up to standing. Let's come on down to seated. We have just a couple of minutes left. Let's just be in seated for this. Crossing your legs. Strange place to start, Katie, but we'll go with it. And just take your hands beside you and press into your hips. Press yourself forward. Shoulders wide. Don't curl up on this one, okay? Rock back. Change which shin's in front. And press into your hips. We're gonna go to cobblers. Rock back. Soles of the feet together. Knees are wide. You might have to change your seat bones a little bit and press into that. Come on up. Put your hands inside your thighs here and step your feet nice and wide. And then inhale tall. Exhale, come into this big forward fold. You can always put a bend in your knees. Rock back to cobbler's pose. Press into the hips. Bring the knees together. Extend the legs long and press that way. Come on up, step your feet about hip distance apart here and put a bend in your knees. We're gonna come into that really soft forward fold just to slow things down even more. Inhale nice and tall. And just curl up and drape down between the knees, between the feet, into any amount of forward fold. Feel that in your hips. Feel the shoulders roll away from the upper spine. Tuck the chin. Lengthen the back of the neck. Soften the jaw. Soften the feet if you flexed your feet. Roll back up to seated. Extend the legs long. You see if I have time for a hamstring stretch here? We do. Let's bend a knee. Take that out to the side. We're just going to come forward and grab the toes on that extended foot and just give it a little bit of a pull towards the face. Nice ham. Can you feel that in the back of your legs? Come on up. Knee comes up and extend the leg long. Other side. Bend the knee first, then open through the hip. Come forward, grab the toes, and draw them towards the forehead. Come on, up. And that's our Strive class. You guys did awesome. Watch for progress. Watch for the breaks that you have to take and then them becoming less and less. And we really appreciate you being here. We encourage you to do Nourish straight after this to get the lactic acid out of the muscles and make you not ache the next day. Thank you very much for joining us.